It was a bright Sunday morning. Warm sunlight slipped through the window and landed gently on little Rumi's face. She slowly opened her eyes, stretched her tiny arms, and smiled. "Wow! Today feels different," she whispered. Rumi loved exploring. Every weekend she walked into the nearby forest to watch butterflies, listen to birds, and collect colorful flowers. Her grandmother always smiled and said, "Remember, Rumi, forests have many secrets. Only children with kind hearts can discover them." Rumi laughed every time she heard that. "Grandma, forests don't have secrets," she would say. Grandma simply winked. "Oh, are you sure?" That morning, Rumi packed a small backpack. She put inside a bottle of water, an apple, a little notebook, and her favorite blue ribbon. Before leaving, Grandma hugged her tightly. "Be kind to everyone today, even the smallest creature." "I promise," Rumi replied with a big smile. She skipped happily toward the forest. The cool breeze danced through the trees. Birds sang cheerful songs. Tiny squirrels ran across branches. Everything felt peaceful. As Rumi walked deeper into the forest, she suddenly noticed something unusual. A tiny golden butterfly. It wasn't like any butterfly she had ever seen. Its wings sparkled like tiny stars. "Wow!" Rumi stopped walking. The butterfly circled around her head once, then twice, almost as if it wanted her to follow. "Are you talking to me?" Rumi giggled. The butterfly flew ahead. It paused, then looked back. Again it flew forward. Rumi became curious. "I think it wants to show me something." She carefully followed it. The butterfly led her farther into the forest than she had ever gone before. The trees became taller. The air felt cooler. Everything became very quiet. No birds, no wind, only the gentle flutter of golden wings. After several minutes, the butterfly suddenly disappeared. "What?" Rumi looked around. "Where did you go?" She searched behind bushes, around flowers, near the trees. Nothing. Then she heard a tiny voice. "So, you finally came." Rumi froze. Hello." Silence. Again the tiny voice whispered, "Down here." Rumi slowly looked toward the ground. Nothing. She looked again. Still nothing. Then, at the bottom of a giant old tree, hidden behind soft green moss, she saw something unbelievable. A tiny wooden door. It was no taller than her knee. The door shimmered with golden light. Tiny flowers surrounded it. Strange symbols were carved into the wood. Rumi blinked twice. "This can't be real." She gently reached out her hand. Just as her fingers touched the tiny golden handle, the whole forest began to glow. Soft lights floated through the air like tiny stars. The ground trembled very gently. The little door slowly opened by itself. A warm golden light poured out, and a cheerful little voice called from inside. "Welcome, Rumi. We've been waiting for you." Rumi's heart began beating faster. Who's there?" she asked softly. The tiny wooden door opened a little wider. A warm golden light spilled across the forest floor. Then, a tiny rabbit wearing a green hat hopped out. It was no bigger than Rumi's hand. The rabbit bowed politely. "Welcome, Miss Rumi." Rumi's eyes grew wide. "A talking rabbit?" The rabbit smiled. "Yes, my name is Pip." Rumi rubbed her eyes. "Am I dreaming?" Pip laughed. "No, everything you see is real." Rumi looked around in amazement. "I've never seen anything like this before." Pip nodded happily. "Only children with truly kind hearts can see the secret door." Rumi remembered Grandma's words. Forests have many secrets. Only children with kind hearts can discover them. So, Grandma was telling the truth all along. Rumi whispered. Pip stretched out his tiny paw. "Please come with me. Everyone is waiting." Rumi hesitated for a moment. "Is it safe?" Pip smiled warmly. "We would never hurt someone who came here with kindness." Rumi took a deep breath. "Okay." She stepped through the tiny door. The moment she crossed the doorway, everything around her changed. Her eyes sparkled with wonder. The tiny door had led to a world much bigger than the forest outside. The sky shimmered with pink and blue clouds. Trees had glowing leaves. Flowers giggled whenever butterflies landed on them. Little rivers sparkled like diamonds. Tiny squirrels wore colorful backpacks. Birds sang cheerful songs together. Even the mushrooms smiled. Wow! Rumi slowly turned in a circle. This place is beautiful. Pip grinned. Welcome to the Hidden Kingdom. As they walked along a shining stone path, every little creature greeted Rumi. Hello, Rumi. Welcome. We're so happy you're here. Rumi waved shyly. Hello, everyone. But after a few minutes, she noticed something strange. Some flowers looked faded. A few trees had lost their glowing leaves. The little river wasn't sparkling as brightly anymore. The happy songs of the birds became quieter. Rumi frowned. Pip. Yes. If this kingdom is magical, why does it look so sad? Pip's smile slowly disappeared. He lowered his head. It wasn't always like this. What happened? Pip sighed. Long ago, everyone here loved helping each other. The birds shared food. The rabbits cared for the gardens. The squirrels planted new trees. The bees helped every flower bloom. Everyone worked together. Rumi smiled. That sounds wonderful. It was. But then, Pip looked toward the distant castle. People became selfish. They only cared about themselves. No one wanted to help anymore. The flowers stopped blooming. The rivers lost their sparkle. The trees began losing their magic. Rumi looked around sadly. So that's why everything feels different. Pip nodded. Our kingdom's magic doesn't come from spells. It comes from kindness. Rumi repeated softly. Kindness. Yes. The more kindness people share, the brighter our kingdom becomes. Just then, a loud cry echoed across the valley. Help! Help! Rumi turned quickly. What was that? Pip's ears stood straight. Oh no! They both started running toward the sound. Near a small crystal bridge, a tiny baby fox was trapped beneath a fallen tree branch. It was crying with fear. Several animals stood nearby, but no one moved. One squirrel whispered, "It's too heavy." A bird shook its head. "I don't want to get tired." Another rabbit simply walked away. Rumi couldn't believe her eyes. They're just leaving? Pip looked down sadly. This is exactly what's been happening. Without thinking for even 1 second, Rumi dropped her backpack and rushed forward. Don't worry. I'm coming. She grabbed the heavy branch with both hands. She pushed with all her strength. The branch barely moved. Rumi gritted her teeth. I won't give up. The frightened baby fox looked at her with hopeful eyes. At that very moment, a tiny golden light began glowing around Rumi's hands. The flowers nearby started shining again. The leaves gently sparkled. Pip gasped. The magic of kindness. It's returning. A warm golden light surrounded Rumi's hands. The heavy branch suddenly felt lighter. Come on. Just a little more, Rumi said, taking a deep breath. With one final push, crack, the branch rolled away. The little fox jumped out safely. It ran straight into Rumi's arms. Thank you, the tiny fox cried. Rumi hugged it gently. It's okay now. You're safe. The other animals stood frozen. No one spoke. They had all watched Rumi help someone she had never met, without asking for anything in return, without thinking about herself. Suddenly, a beautiful golden wave of light spread across the ground. The faded flowers bloomed again. The dry grass turned bright green. The crystal river sparkled like thousands of tiny diamonds. Colorful butterflies filled the air. The birds began singing the sweetest song Rumi had ever heard. Pip smiled with tears in his eyes. It's happening. The kingdom is coming back to life. Just then, a loud trumpet echoed across the valley. From the shining castle, hundreds of tiny animals came running. Rabbits, foxes, squirrels, even tiny hedgehogs. They all stopped in front of Rumi. An old white owl wearing a sparkling silver crown slowly flew down from the sky. Everyone bowed respectfully. Pip whispered, That is King Oliver. The wise owl smiled kindly. So, you are Rumi. Rumi bowed politely. Hello, Your Majesty. King Oliver looked around at the colorful kingdom. For many years, he said softly, our magic grew weaker because everyone forgot the true meaning of kindness. He looked at the animals. You waited for someone else to help. The little squirrel lowered his head. The rabbit looked ashamed. The birds became silent. King Oliver continued. But today, he smiled at Rumi. One brave little girl reminded us that kindness begins with just one person. The animals looked at Rumi with grateful eyes. The squirrel stepped forward. I'm sorry. I should have helped. The bird nodded. So should I. One by one, every animal apologized. Then something wonderful happened. The squirrel picked up fallen apples and shared them with everyone. The birds carried water to thirsty flowers. The rabbits planted colorful new plants. The bees happily flew from flower to flower. Even the little fox who had just been rescued helped an old turtle cross a tiny bridge. Every kind action created another sparkle of golden light. Soon, the entire hidden kingdom glowed brighter than ever before. King Oliver smiled proudly. The magic has returned. Everyone cheered. Hooray! Hooray for Rumi! Pip handed Rumi a tiny glowing seed. This is the seed of kindness. Rumi looked at it carefully. It shines. Pip nodded. It will only grow if kindness lives in your heart. King Oliver added. Plant it near your home. Whenever someone helps another person, the tree will bloom with golden flowers. Rumi smiled. I promise I'll take good care of it. It was finally time to go home. Pip walked with Rumi back to the little wooden door. I'll miss you, Pip said. I'll miss you too, Rumi replied. The little fox hugged her leg. Please visit us again. Rumi laughed. I definitely will. She stepped through the tiny door. In the blink of an eye, she was back in the peaceful forest. The magical door slowly disappeared behind the moss, as if it had never been there. Rumi hurried home. Grandma was sitting on the porch with a warm smile. So, Grandma asked gently, did the forest share one of its secrets today? Rumi's eyes became wide. You knew. Grandma chuckled. I've always known. Rumi showed her the glowing seed. Grandma's smile grew even bigger. The forest chose the right child. Together, they planted the tiny seed beside their little house. The next morning, a beautiful little tree had already begun to grow. Golden flowers sparkled on every branch. Whenever someone in the village showed kindness, sharing food, helping a neighbor, comforting a friend, or caring for an animal, the tree glowed even brighter. People soon realized something magical. Kindness spreads. Just like sunshine, just like a smile, and just like one brave little girl named Rumi, whose caring heart brought an entire magical kingdom back to life. Moral of the story: one small act of kindness can inspire many others. You don't need magic to change the world. Your kind heart is the greatest magic of all. Asterisk.